What up, Group? Welcome to Alliance War Season 35, War number 6, where X5e goes against 4 Loki. This is the last war of the first half of the season, and we're doing pretty well so far this season, in Season 35. And I'm excited to go against 4 Loki, because they are a very good alliance. We've been fighting against some very good alliances lately. They are usually Masters top 10. Sometimes they fall down and don't have a good season, but normally they're really good. I got some good buddies in this alliance, including who I talk to pretty often. Super Sam. Yes, I am stuttering. I'm just really tired, and it's hard to do commentary when you're really tired. But anyways, they banned Torch, Quake, and Ghost. So I had White Mags, Dr. Doom, and Hercules for this war. And I was very excited to have Hercules. Literally, the moment I got my assignments, I went straight into the war. Look, I am the first one moving into war. The first one out of all of war moving. No one has moved yet. And assignments were just given out. I was told to take this Annihilus right away to see if he has willpower, so that we can determine another fight to use for someone else. And I moved as quick as I could, and I was very excited to be the first death of the season, of the war. Just kidding. Or maybe I'm not. We'll see. But honestly, dying in that earlier war really made the rest of the season a lot easier. Less stress about dying, so you actually move quicker, and you just think more concise instead of worrying so much about making my first death. So yeah, honestly, with the White Bags pre-fight, this fight is really easy. I'm going to be healing up the whole fight. I put on combat region boost just because I can, because why not, in case I got hit by trying to intercept. You'll see that I do end up getting a third charge in this fight. You'll see. Right here, I think I missed my dashback, or maybe it wasn't. Basically, I just gave it away. I'm going to miss a dashback on a special one. I think I got my third charge in this fight, because I'm not very smart. Right here, I think I miss it. Yeah, too early. But I did that on purpose just to get a third dashback. And it did, no damage on me at all, which is nice. And I'm going to finish this fight at 100%. Boom. He's down 100%. First fight of the whole war, which never happens, is done. Finished at 100%. That's probably the best a first fight has ever gone in any war, and I did it. That's right. Alright, now time to move into section 2. I had path 5, the ebb and flow intercept path. First fight is against Nova, second fight is Mysterio, third fight is Modok, and then that will be my war for this whole war. I was actually really excited to move, because it was really simple fights, nothing I was worried about at all. I really wanted to use Herc for this fight, but I'm not doing any mini-boss fights, so I didn't need to ramp up Herc that much. So they gave me my rank 4 Doom for this fight. So I have rank 4 Doom, rank 4 Herc on my team. It's exciting. Goal for this fight is just, I want to get an intercept off so you can see me wasting a lot of time. Remember, as I was doing this fight, I saw the time like a minute and a half in. I'm like, oh my god, I've done no damage. Shoot, I need to start doing their Doom rotation. Because I'm just trying to get my intercept off, and I'm just baiting his specials and evading them. This is my only Doom fight this whole war, so I can lose as much health as I want. And you'll see, I do lose as much health as I want in this fight. It is not pretty, and I try to get my stuff up there. I miss it. I don't even have an inbound boost on because it's a Nova. I did not even put on any boost on this fight. So yeah, I already lost a good amount of health. And he's only 11% down. Trying to bait specials. Not sure why, because honestly, a Doom rotation would be so easy. But I think I'm just trying to bait specials to knock out his power so I can get intercept off. I think that's my goal, is intercept on special 3 right here. He didn't feed into it again. He gets so stinking passive. I'm so pissed. So dumb. But it's okay. Just blocking special. Gonna try and get intercept off again. He doesn't feed it. He hits me instead because he dashes back. And I'm at 60%. He's at 84, and we're a minute in. I'm like, crap. This is not good. I need to just play this fight normally how Doom would play his fight. Seeing how much damage I've done, which is none. So finally throwing special 3. Not doing the Doom rotation correctly because he's at 1 bar of power. So yeah. I think I'm still going to be trying to get Instinct off by lowering his power first. But yeah, that was not the proper time to throw in special 3. I should have just baited heavies and just pushed him to special 2 to throw a special 3. Was not a good time at all. But yeah, doing what I can. I'm don't throw a special 2 into him. I need to now get the Doom rotation on. I'm good. I now have 2 Furies. Now it's time to do some real damage. And now the Doom rotation is complete. He's going to come out of this passively stud. And hoping I kill him in this combo. Just kidding, I won't, because of the fact that Ebb and Flow Intercept is still up. but I'm doing light, medium, medium, special, and I'm going to throw a special 2, hoping that it kills him, especially with the Ebonflow intercept still up, and it does. So he's down. That was a very long, over 2-minute fight. That should have been a lot quicker. Should have tried to get intercept, should have just done the demontation, and he would have been down a lot quicker. Now, Hercules versus Mysterio. Goal here is to put on White Max pre-fight, and just to throw a special 1 on this fight, because I'll get my true focus up. He has a global. Just so I don't get damage reflected, I'm going to bait special 2s, which he's going to cause me to miss and power drain, but I'm going to throw special 1s before the special 2s, so I have true focus up, so I can't miss. I'm not going to activate dexterity or activate any buffs. I do get my intercept off right there. It's a very good intercept. Now at 5 charges, we're good to go. I'm going to bait his heavy attack, because he loves throwing heavies. I'm going to throw my special 1 after a combo. I know Ebonflow intercept's going to go away. It's fine. Not a big deal. Just wanted to push him special 2. Going to bait heavy again, but holding my block. He loves throwing his heavies. Awesome. I didn't put an Fury on him, but because of my charge, it goes away. I think right here I'm going to try and get intercept. I do. It's actually a really good intercept. And yeah, I get a Herc, another special 1 to throw right here, and he's basically done in 40 seconds, 30 seconds. Super easy fight. Now on to this Modok. I don't remember if I put on a power set 1. I might for this fight. Usually Hercules versus Modok, you do power set 1 just so you can get true focus up as quick as possible. And because of my charge, I'm putting on my White Max pre-fight here again. So for 3 out of 4 of my own fights, I got to put White Max pre-fight on, which is nice. I'm going to clear these people up very early in the war, which feels really good. And I just go into the fight. No items used this war so far. And looks like I'm just going to do para heavy until I get my special 1, which is actually a good plan. It builds up my feats of strength, and I think it's a really good plan. So I'm a base special 1. I parry because I missed the evade. I think I'm going to do heavy attacks in the corner just because I can. Just over and over right here. Yeah. Watch out standard ground. I have special 1. I'm going to throw it right here just so I get true focus up. Also, I'm going to bait special 1. Then I'm going to give him intercept, hopefully. Awesome. Infuriate is up for a second. Awesome. He's being aggressive. Really awesome. Got a special 2. I thought I had special 1, but special 2 just knocks him out. So super really good fight. All the heavy attacks I did earlier just built up my feats of strength. And yeah, 4 Loki kind of struggled this war. They really got off to a bad start at the beginning of the war with 6 deaths in the first 30 fights, which I've never seen them do before. So they had a pretty bad war. We saw some pretty odd assignments, to be honest, including a timeout here or there, which doesn't really happen in Masters level. So maybe they just weren't having a good day and they were just busy, couldn't plan properly. But yeah, I saw some pretty good videos from Super Sam, and I'm sure you get a lot of videos from the other 4 Loki members from this war. Hopefully, at least, because I love to see my defenders get killed. But yeah, we won this war. We actually had a pretty decent war. I think we died 6 times, which we're about to see right here. 7-14, so decent war. We've had way better wars before. We died 2 or 3 times total. But yeah, I think our battle group had a 1 or 0 deaths, which is actually really good for battle group 2. And then, sadly, they died 14 times. But I don't know if I got a kill in defense this war. I want to say I did, which made me very excited that I was moving really quickly in this war. And I wish I got a pat on the back saying, good job, Coop. You moved really quickly. You did really well. You coordinated movements, and you cleared people up when you were supposed to. And although you're never the first one to move in the war, you were asked to move first. You did it. You did your assignment, and you did well. Sadly, it's not like that, honestly. If anything, I should be thanking the officers. They worked really hard on the assignments for everybody. If you are an officer in a Masters war, then you just know that it's a lot of planning. Although a lot of the fights are very consecutive. You see the same fights, like Man Thing on 20. See the same bosses, see the same mini bosses almost once in a while. So whoever usually takes those takes them, and you don't normally assign someone new to a new fight unless you need the other person somewhere else. That's why I'm getting 4 or 5 fights per war, because they're not making me used to taking any of these fights on the mini bosses. I can't talk because I'm really tired. It's been a long week. Got no sleep. But not your problem, it's mine. But yeah, so they're not used to taking the mini bosses at all. And in off season, I don't really move as much because I'm just inactive in off season. They don't assign me much during season, which makes sense. Plus, it's not like they think of Coop last whenever they're trying to schedule. I mean, sometimes I feel like they do when they give me 2 or 3 fights in a war. And then seeing how many fights the officers have compared to me is a bit demoralizing. But again, it's a really good plan, especially when we get a donut and stuff like that. So anyways, thanks for coming to my war video. Thanks for coming to my rant. At the end of the video, if you heard this, go ahead and comment below giraffe, because I see a giraffe in front of me. It's a stuffed animal giraffe. It's quite cute. Anyways, I'll catch you later. It's Coop sign off. Happy gaming.